Right, I hope we're all enjoying the bank holiday weekend. I am, the weather's good. Seems like summer after the sort of 2 weeks of almost winter feeling. We've had a week of summer, so straight into the summer season, and things are warming up. So I'm in the hothouse. This video is going to be on the tropical palms, which I've been growing indoors over winter, and it's time for them to come out the house and come in the hothouse for a bit. So we'll start with the big ones and work our way down to the small ones, I think. So what we're looking at here is the foxtail palm. So this is done okay. So most of these tropical plants are all in the grow tent indoors, and not done too bad. There's a few brown tips here and there, but in general, you know, pretty good. And nice new spear coming on the foxtail, so that's doing quite well. I'd like to say I've had that for probably about 4 years from quite a small plant, so it's done okay. Never really a problem. Chamberonia microcarpa, or flamethrower palm. This was actually kept as a house plant. So this is by a sunny windowsill in my front room, which gets a lot of sun through winter. I know it's a bit of a contradiction in terms. When the sun's out, that gets full sun in the window it's been sitting in, and it did open this leaf shortly after I brought it in for winter. So that's sort of quite a big stretched out leaf compared to the older leaves, but we've got a new spear coming, so we'll see how that does. Obviously I like to mention it in a video, or do a specific video when that comes out, because that's sort of a bright red frond for a couple of weeks, always looks good. Right, so this is the Edenidia morellii, or Christmas palm. Done really well this winter, to be fair. Quite often over winter this will brown off and look a bit rubbish, but yeah, it's looking really good. Really pleased with that, and it's got a new spear coming there as well. So we've got a Bismarckia nobilis here, which is the one I grew from seed. So I've done sort of various updates from when it, or original video from when it germinated, to 1 and 2 year update. So this is now 3 years old from seed. We've got some sort of dividing of the leaves now, sort of palmate, and we're pushing a new spear there. Hopefully I'll put on some decent growth this year. We've got a fishtail palm. So this is one I've had about 3 years. Got from B&Q. I think I got it reduced. I did do a video on it at the time. That's a few years ago, so I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it. But again, this was kept as a house plant. This went in a grow tent. So we did get some browning on the tips. I did cut a lot off, but didn't do too bad over winter. And we've got a couple of really big, nice spears coming on this. And interestingly, even though I've had this for 3 years, I noticed there's some seeds in the bottom. And you know, 3 years on, over winter, the seed has just germinated. So that's interesting. Right, Red Latan. So again, I've had this one for about 4 years. I'm a very small plant. Starting to put a bit of size on, I'd say. So it's not massive, but just a nice palm with the red edge into the fronds and the red petioles. New spear coming on that. This is a palm I germinated from seed myself, and I always got confused even now I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I'm gonna say it's a Cuban Royal. I got some seeds muddled up, so it's either King Palm or Cuban Royal, but I'm thinking Cuban Royal because the King Palms are slightly wider leaves, so that's what I'm guessing on there. But that's done really well over winter also in the grow tent. So we're coming to all the smaller palms now, but the one that's always a problem, one I killed last year, it's done okay this year. So we've got, I say okay, it's not looking brilliant, but it's alive. So this is the coconut palm, and it's got, see behind there, got 3 big leaves on it, and it's now starting to push a new one there. So they're not impossible to keep over winter, you just need the conditions right. Again, all these sort of really tropical palms, other than the ones I've stated as kept as house plants, have been kept in a grow tent, which the humidity was kept at about 70%, temperature during the day 24 degrees Celsius, and at night it fell to room temperature, which is around 18 degrees. And yeah, so the coconut palm done really well. I watered stuff and let it really dry out, so hence probably why there's some brown tips, because I err on the side of caution. I'd rather underwater than overwater and suffer with root rot. Right, yeah, so the coconut palm alive and well. I'm hoping it's going to start really pushing some growth. Now we're getting some temperatures in the hothouse. I mean, it's been 30 degrees plus all week in here, and at night it's fallen to about 15 degrees. So not too bad, it's tropical enough. This is a particularly nice palm. So this is one I got off eBay as a seedling. Really nice white underside. So this is the white elephant palm, the common name, or oh, I have got the actual name written down. It's Caryophyllus elegans, white elephant palm. So these eventually will get huge. The leaves on these get like 3 meters across, and obviously white undersides, really big fronds on them. But that's always been an easy one for me. Yes, never suffered over winter at all. It's done really well. One that did suffer, it's looking a bit sort of half dead. I'm sure it will come back. This is the Erica triandra. It's just one I got off a whim off eBay as a small seedling, and probably about 4 or 5 quid, so I weren't too bothered about that. This one's got muddled up here. This is actually a Livingstoner Cerebus, which actually kept in the hothouse all winter, so it weren't kept indoors, but as we can see, that's starting to do okay. What we got here, so this needs repotting. It's in a very original pot I probably bought it in last year. So this is the bottle palm. That's done okay over winter. So we will repot that and expect some decent growth this year. A couple of the palms didn't do so well, so a lot of the Dipsus didn't do well at all. So this is a Dipsus SP dark mealybug, and that's really struggled. It struggled a bit last year. We had a bit of rot in it, but that will pick up hopefully. We've got Dipsus Jurassic Park. This one's sort of struggled a bit with a dodgy leaf coming out, but we've got a new frond coming there, a bit curly, but I'm sure that'll sort itself out. We've got another really rough looking palm here. Really not too fussed about this one. Is that picking up? I'm not brilliant at pronunciation, so, but yeah, one of these really spiky trunked ones, but that's really struggled the last couple of years, so I'm not really fussed if that sort of died off really. Livingstone rotundifolia, that was kept as a house plant, so we've got some brown tips on that, but some of the leaves aren't looking too bad, and we're pushing a new leaf in the centre, so that's alive and kicking. We've got another Christmas palm. This is the golden Christmas palm, so it is a really limey light green. Sounded like a good idea at the time, but I don't know, this looks a bit sick, looks like it's missing something, but that is the colour it is, hence golden Christmas palm. So we've got some more random stuff here, all seem to have done quite well. We've got an Oranga here, which we can see the frond has put out over winter, really long and stretched, but yeah, no problem whatsoever with that. We've got a Quantaphoenix Alexandria, so that's one of these, a king palm type, done absolutely fine. And then this is a smaller flamethrower palm, which is pushing a big spear at the moment, so we'll see if that sort of perks up soon. Yeah, it's down to sort of one frond really, so that was struggling for whatever reason. One that done absolutely brilliant, the Liquewala grandis, and this is one that a few people struggle with. Can be fussy, you need to get conditions right, but as I said, the conditions were in the grow tent, so they were consistent, mildly warm during the day, room temperature at night, average humidity, and yeah, not done too bad. There's 3 palms in there and they're all pushing spears, so that's done quite well, that one. Got some small ones here, so these are the Silver Queens I got last year, little seedlings, and this is the American oil palm. Got some type of cycad, don't remember what type. It's not the cycad revolutus, something else, but I've had that for a few years and sort of lost the tag on it, so but that done fine. A few other palms which are struggling. We've got some different types of Liquewala. This is a really small one which is struggling a bit, and we've got another one here which I think this is a golden Liquewala, so again sort of some marked and brown spots on the leaves, but it's alive and growing, so there you go. I know when they're small they can be really fussy, Liquewalas, and I know because I lost 2 over winter, and I'll come to all the losses at the end, so it's not all success. I do lose palms every year, but I'm not gonna, you could set up several different stations to overwinter stuff, you know, stuff will want high humidity, higher heat, whatever, but I've got room for one grow tent and everything deals with the environment I can give it, and if it doesn't deal with it, it dies, and I won't do it again. I won't try that particular palm again, simple as that. So we've got another king palm at the back there, then we've got a Quantaphoenix Alfredii, or high plateau coconut. Not really gone pinnate yet, it's just got some quite nice big leaves on it at the minute. You can see it's sort of wanting to go pinnate at point. Got a couple of Dipsis Dicarii, triangle palms. They've done really well over winter, no problem with them. And the Areca palm, or golden cane palm, absolutely fine. Dipsis lutescens, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this was kept as a house plant. I've got 2 pots, and both get some brown tips and a few leaves die off, but in general they will start putting on some growth now. It's summer season, and they've all got new shoots on them, so they're all doing fine. Some of the smaller palms again did struggle. We've got a type of Penanga here, really pale leaves, but I'm sure that will pick up. Copanetia alba, really stretched little strap leaves on that, but alive and kicking. I don't know if you can see that. I like this palm just for the again, really white, not silver, actually white undersides, and it's supposed to be quite a easy palm, you know, good house plant type palm. Right, so we're getting towards the end of it. This is one I was excited about getting last year. So this is another Christmas palm, and this is the variegated one. And really quite nice. Seems like every leaf is getting a little bit more variegated. So yeah, that'll be an interesting one. I'm hoping that's going to put on some decent growth this year. Now it's out and growing season. Yeah, so I'd say in general, quite a successful year for overwintering. All the big palms made it through. With varying degrees of damage, as we can see, but they're all alive. Right, so let's have a look at the losses. And I don't think there's any surprises here. The Joey palm does it every time. I had one last year over winter that died on me. I tried it again this year and it's died on me again. So again, that's not hard to provide the right environment, but if you ain't got space, then like I say, it's you either survive or you die when it comes to my grow area, and that one certainly didn't make it. It's probably my fault. I probably missed a water, and I probably let it dry out too much, I think, on that one. So we had another Penanga here which didn't make it. So it does depend on the species, because this little one here was right next to it in a grow tent and that survived. This one didn't. I said the dips have struggled this year, so this one struggled to the point where it died and gave up. So this is Dipsus onlahensis. I've had this for a couple of years from seed. Never really grew very quick. No great loss there. So I did mention we lost a couple of small Licualas, and I was a bit gutted really, because they're the ones that I really liked, but these are them. Yeah, again now on the shelf next to the Penangas and the other Licualas, which all made it. So again, just down to the species. That is the Licuala Mapu, unfortunately, which is the ones that with the spotted leaves, which are really nice. So I'm a bit gutted about them, but again, if something's too more trouble than it's worth, and I'm not going to bother, so I won't be trying them once again either. So yeah, in general, I'd say it's a success. A lot of these palms I've had for 3 or 4 years over winter, and they've all done really well. So I'm just looking forward to some growth over the summer now. We'll leave it there. I've probably gone on far too long. So if you like your palms, this is one for you. And yeah, it's not impossible to overwinter coconuts. Coconut palms are just don't try and get them growing too fast, because they will, you either rot the roots, keep them too wet, or that cost you a fortune in heating to keep them warm. So I tend to keep them on a dry side, and on a dry and sort of warm but not hot side. And yeah, so it's alive, which is good after last year's mistake of killing it. Right, we're going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Again, hope you enjoy your bank holiday weekend. I'll see if I can probably do another video tomorrow. I've been working in the garden today, and I'll probably do a video on what I've been doing maybe tomorrow. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.